Welcome to the Anxiety Doesn't Own Me podcast. My name is Emmanuel Isaacson. I'm an anxiety coach who helps people to overcome and heal their anxiety naturally. On today's episode, what I'm going to be talking about is mindset. Having the right mindset will help you tremendously in overcoming your anxiety. It will help you to know how to deal with stress, to know how to deal with your worry, to know how to deal with pressures in life. Because I always say this, one of the reasons why we have an anxiety disorder is because our sympathetic nervous system is in overload. And the reason why is because of years and years and years of stress, worry, and pressure, which eventually just put too much on the sympathetic nervous system, and it's no longer able to handle that. Now, a lot of people ask me, okay, how do I overcome my anxiety? How do I overcome this thing? And I always tell them building the right mindset is key over here, because if you're not able to handle stress or worry or pressure, which is a normal thing to happen, it's a normal thing to have in life, to have those stresses in life, to have those pressures, and you're worrying about something. Now, if you don't have the right mindset in knowing how to handle those things, you are continuously going to be putting weight on your sympathetic nervous system, and it's going to be harder for you to overcome your anxiety that way. But whenever we develop the right mindset and know how to handle stress, know how to handle your worries and your pressures, then you're able to take off that weight off the sympathetic nervous system so that it's able to heal itself. That is the key over there. It needs to heal itself in order for us to overcome our anxiety disorder. But if we are not going to develop the right mindset and we're just going to use certain tools, like, for example, exposure therapy or acceptance or grounding techniques or folk exercise, just to name a few, if you're going to continuously use it, yeah, it does help us to calm down our anxiety, which is great. But it doesn't help us to re-heal our sympathetic nervous system, because in life we're going to have different pressures and stresses, and that's going to put weight on it because we're using that because we're not able to handle it. And this is why a lot of us, we feel overwhelmed. We're not able to handle so many things because our sympathetic nervous system is shot. So we need to develop the right mindset and the emotional mindset as well. Besides the mindset and how we think, also our emotions, how to handle emotions and how to really feel it and express it whenever we are feeling certain things so that we can heal ourselves. It's not a one thing, it's not a one-time fix of, just do this and, your anxiety go away. I wish it really was. I really wish it was that simple, but unfortunately, and also fortunately, that it's not like that. And today I'll tell you that, thankfully, I am so grateful that I went through an anxiety disorder, because it helped me. It pushed me because I was so sick and tired of living like this. It pushed me to become a more enhanced person in knowing how to handle certain things. Like, I see a lot of people whenever, they have, let's say, with a family, and they have, work, and they have bills and this and that, and it gets overwhelming. They don't know how to handle it. It's very hard. Whenever I see that, I say, you know what? If I never went through an anxiety disorder, if I never developed myself, I would not be able to handle today with a family and, with my kids and bills and, working and trying to grow and, working with people on one-on-ones. I would not be able to handle this. It's a lot. But thankfully, I went through that so that I was able to develop the right mindset, to develop the right emotional mindset so that I can handle those things today. So it's very important to develop the right mindset. Now, of course, to develop the right mindset is not a 1, 2, 3 thing that, okay, you know what, just do this and this and this and this, and you'll be fine. No, it took me a while to develop the right mindset, because for years on end, I grew up a certain way. I was taught certain things, certain beliefs, certain fears. So that is not an easy thing to change, and it took me some time. But you know what I did? I invested in myself. I invested in myself in order for me to start feeling better. I went to seminars, I went to workshops, I read books, I listened to motivational tapes. I healed myself emotionally from the past. Whatever it is that I needed to do, I did so that I could be anxiety free. I remember I was terrified of failure. So I would avoid and push off and procrastinate on things so that I shouldn't fail. But then I got so sick and tired of it. I got so sick and tired of being afraid of failure that I started to develop myself. I started to you know what? I need to develop myself so that I'm able to handle these fears. I'm sick and tired of living like this. I can no longer live like this. It makes no sense to me. It would irritate me. And sometimes we need to get to that point where we're so sick and tired of being a certain way that we finally push ourselves. And invest in ourselves and start changing. And we start changing to ourselves like, oh man, I should have done this a long time ago. I should have taken the risk a long time ago. And I know that it's hard to do. It's not an easy thing to do to right now to change your entire mindset, but take it step by step every single day. Take something small. Listen to a motivational tape. Start thinking more positively. Read a book, whatever it is, so that you could start developing your mindset. Start cutting out people that are not good for you. I've cut out people out of my life because they weren't beneficial for me, because they were putting me down more than they were uplifting me. So I said to myself, this is not healthy for me, and I need to change this thing. I need to change this, and I need to cut them out of my life so that I can start feeling better, because people that's around you, they're going to influence you. I remember Les Brown always said this. He's like, birds of a feather flock together. If you run around with losers, you're going to end up a loser. That's what it is. So if you end up with negative people, you are going to be a negative person. If you're going to be around more positive people, you're going to be more of a positive person. So you have to look around you and see, okay, who's a bad influence on me? Who has always put me down? Whatever it is, you got to keep a distance from them. And I know some of them are going to be family members. I know that. And that's going to be kind of hard. But you need to ask yourself, is it really beneficial? Has it really benefited you being around them? Look where you are now. Look what you're dealing with now. It's not really worth it. Again, you don't have to completely cut them out, but a huge distance will help us tremendously. And I have done that. If I see, okay, this person is a bad influence, he's just putting me down all the time, I need to keep a distance. I can't. And I've done that, and I still do it until today. Until today, I assess. I sit there, I'm like, okay, this is not good for me. I need to change this because I know where I was before, and I never want to go back there. I know that I won't, but that thing of what I went through, I said, I'm not letting anybody in the world gonna bring me back there, because it was the people that I was around, the way I grew up, that brought me to that point. That's the thing. So developing the right mindset, thinking more positively, being around more positive people, reading more positive things, listening to more positive things. This is going to help you to develop the right mindset. It's going to help you to start feeling better, to be able to handle certain things, so that whenever the stress or the worry or the pressure does come, you are able to shield it from your sympathetic nervous system and take some of the weight so that it can heal itself, so that we can start coming out of our anxiety disorder and start feeling better. Because at the end of the day, that's what we want. And it's going to cost us, but it's definitely worth it. And this is one of the reasons why I don't believe that medication is the solution, because I believe more in the mindset so that we can develop ourselves to be able to handle certain things. If you are looking for a natural remedy in order to help you to deal with your anxiety and help you on your journey to overcome it, I created Calmly CBD, where it specifically helps you to calm down your anxiety and panic attacks. And as well, it doesn't make you feel drowsy. It doesn't make you feel sleepy. And it helps you to just feel calm so you can actually do things throughout the day, like work, drive, go out, and do whatever you like in a more calmer state of mind, as well as not addictive or has any side effects or any withdrawals, which this way can actually help you to heal your anxiety and get you to the destination in overcoming your anxiety much quicker. You can click the link that's in the description. It would say Calmly CBD to place your order today. And then right now it's on sale for a limited time where you can buy one and get the second one free. If you did like this episode, please click the like button and leave a 5-star review. The reason why I ask is because this way we're able to reach more people. And the more people that we can actually reach, the more people that we can actually help. Because my mission in this world, my purpose is to help people to overcome and heal their anxiety naturally and show them that it's possible to overcome. Thank you guys. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.